This is your fantasy football update on CBS Local Sports. Joy Taylor, Jamie Eisenberg, and Dave Richard. Let's get right to it with the quarterbacks for this week, Week 16. Dave is starting Matt Ryan.
Without hesitation. He's taking on New Orleans. That's a terrible pass defense despite what you saw on Monday. And I think Matt Ryan, great track record against them, had a big game against them in Week 1. I think Matt Ryan's going to throw at least 2 touchdowns, at least 300 yards, and be fantastic for fantasy owners.
Isn't it amazing that he's still good without Julio Jones?
Yeah.
Yep.
He's a great quarterback. His offensive line's starting to play a lot better, and this New Orleans defense is bad.
Jamie is not starting Eli Manning.
You can't trust Eli Manning. You know, on the road, he's been bad all season long outside of the game in Washington. The Rams have done a fantastic job against every quarterback not named Colin Kaepernick once and Russell Wilson once. Those 2 quarterbacks are the only ones to get more than 20 fantasy points against the Rams defense this year. They're going to shut down Eli Manning. Odell Beckham will get his numbers. You still start him, but Eli Manning will struggle.
That was such a sad Eli Manning post.
Very, very pouty Eli Manning.
Jamie is starting Tre Mason.
Yeah, in that same game. He's our start of the week on CBSSports.com. I really like his opportunity. He's been very good at home this year, 3 of the 4 games as the featured rusher. He's been great. The Giants' run defense not very good, and so I think Tre Mason comes out and has a great fantasy outlook for you in Week 16. Start him with plenty of confidence.
But sit LeSean McCoy.
I really don't mind if you start him in a standard league, but in a PPR league, I think you can find 20 better running backs. I'm really concerned about the matchup for him, the fact that he's going to lose goal line carries to Chris Polk, the fact that he's limping to the finish line, not actually literally limping, but just his numbers haven't been great lately. So I would be worried about starting LeSean McCoy and expecting big numbers from him.
But at wide receiver, you do say to start Roddy White.
I do, because look at Matt Ryan and the matchup he's got. Roddy White has a great track record against New Orleans as well. Double digits is the beginning for what Roddy White should have on Sunday.
But no Josh Gordon with Johnny Manziel.
Yeah, what does this mean in regard to passing yards and touchdowns?
It should be more like this.
Like disappearing, maybe.
Or more like just this.
Yeah.
Like get out of there. I mean, how terrible was that last week against the Bengals? And I don't see a lot of hope for him this week going into Carolina. Josh Gordon, difference maker for fantasy owners in a bad way. Since he's come back from the 10-game suspension, 1 good game against the Falcons. Ever since then, it's been a downward spiral. He actually rebounded from 2 weeks ago. He had 1 fantasy point. Last week, he got you 4. So maybe he's coming back up a little bit, but I don't think you can get more than 8 from him because Johnny Manziel was terrible and Josh Gordon suffering as a result.
But you do like Dwayne Allen this week.
Love Dwayne Allen, and, especially with the news that the Colts may be without T.Y. Hilton, may be without a healthy Reggie Wayne, who's not really been healthy for the majority of the season. So you can see both Dwayne Allen and Coby Fleener have to step up and play at a much higher level. You see Dante Moncrief have to step up, but Dwayne Allen's a touchdown guy. 7 of the 11 games he's played, he scored a touchdown, and the Cowboys are not very good at defending tight ends.
But we just talked about Johnny Manziel, no Jordan Cameron.
It's really like poison for the entire Cleveland Browns offense because if you know the quarterback isn't going to play well, you can't trust the wide receiver, you can't trust the tight end. I don't think you can trust the running backs either. And oh, by the way, they're taking on the Panthers defense. They've gotten a lot better in the last 4 weeks. They're on the road. I can't trust Jordan Cameron for any more than 4 fantasy points.
That's your fantasy football update on CBS Local Sports. Good luck this weekend and enjoy the games.